What's up, yo, Simon? Yeah. First off, I want to start out and apologize to everybody for any backlash they got for watching my social media, listening to my music. Fuck. I mean, in my effort to put out the best product, get the most truth and all that, that shit comes with serious risks. And I've said it before, when I when I bought that Black Panther book when I was in the Air Force, cut my spinal cord open twice in the VA unnecessarily, and just bled my brain out for a month. Fuck. I've seen people amputated because they engaged with any of my material in some way. Children. Yeah, not my intention. I've even told people, oh, fuck it. Oh, I'm putting this out. I'm trying to kill everybody. Yeah, who am I really talking about? The motherfuckers responsible for this shit. Yeah, definitely not people of color. Definitely not trying to hurt Gaza. I remember the whole Gaza thing was a big blow up. A person, Mona from Gaza, and shout out to her, I hope she's okay, reached out to me when I was doing, either right after I did the Black Osama EP or something, and said, can you advocate for me or whatever? I said, sure. I gave this heartfelt speech, and I said, this is how you get an Osama bin Laden. You're mistreating people from the Middle East. See, I got 8 cars trying to hit me at once. Fuck. I got, literally, look at this, all these cars trying to hit me, and 2 helicopters and a plane following me at the same time. This is my normal life. But anyway, no lies, but yeah, I give this heartfelt speech, and and this is when you mistreat people from the Middle East, that's how you get an Osama bin Laden. And what do white people in the American government do? Really? Cool. And then they burn 500 tons of food. How many people from Gaza died? Probably just over my words, trying to advocate for them. A lot of times, if I talk shit about people or don't like them, it helps them more than me pushing for you, And boy, have I suffered throughout the decades, probably since I bought the beret. And when was that? 1994. And I don't know what to tell people. I put the beret away shortly after I bought it. Wasn't good enough, And what I see now is it was totally justified, my beliefs, because what does the government push, and what do white people do? MAGA, Make America Great Again. And who are the strong men behind that? The Proud Boys, and all those other Aryan Brotherhood groups, the Ninth Percenters or some shit, or they got a bunch of other names, but the Proud Boys being the most popular. And it was well, hold on, you guys overthrew the government twice, and there was one attempt where it was some real revolutionary shit, where you stormed the Capitol, and that was almost successful. Fuck, I was right all along. And who knows if it hasn't been that way the whole time. Probably the votes have just been falsely tallied, since these numbers always end up in some weird amount of faction. That was something that I learned at Pasadena City College when I studied Vietnam War history there. The body count was always some weird number. It was taught by a nurse in the American military in the American military during the Vietnam War, and she was telling people that every time the body count was some weird number. I was it's, and everybody knew it was fake. I wonder if that's how the votes have been all along in America. Some weird number. I'm letting you know discreetly that I run this shit. And when you understand, see, here's another helicopter. So look at that. 1, 2, 3. Car. And this has been my life for decades. But I don't know what the fuck to tell people. When you let some shit go, And they write it in your social security number when you're born before you even know it. Then you'll understand how ahead these people are, how afraid of something like the Black Panther Party they are, and how much it needs to exist, you know. Well, I wish I could say, well, you'll probably see my social security number somewhere, but in my social security number, I'm going to tell people this, there are no fives in it. Okay? So all that 35, 5, 5, the 5 hustle I came with, 5, 10, 15, sounds nice. Sounds like what, nope. Ain't nothing but 6s, 2s, 3s, 7s, and 0s. And I'll leave it at that. So even this person knows the truth and they write it, but they're racist. It was what shocked me so much about buying them books right before all the people in New Orleans died. No, I'll sell you the Black Panther books. I got Huey Newton right here on tap at Borders. You can get it in Glendale. Buy that shit though, and you're gonna fuck around and find out. Same thing I found in the Air Force. Bought a book by an airman who was also a Black Panther, Bobby Seale. And I think his son is even serving too. And no. You can buy the book. When it gets you to the mailroom, I'm going to tell you, you don't want this. You don't want this. And boy, did I fuck around and find out. Yeah. There was a book called Fahrenheit 451 where all the Nazis, German Nazis, burned books. Well, and now they ban them or use other means to keep you away from them. And or they do remove them too. A lot of books getting removed from libraries and schools. But yeah, boy, will you suffer just for learning the truth. And I want to apologize to everybody if I expose them to something fucked up. But when I found out how detrimental it was for people to know the truth, I said it's just worth the risk just to get it out there. Because no, when you live in a world where everything has to be white, you can't be black, Latino, Hispanic, Asian, indigenous, Native American, whatever. You can't be from a tribe. You really just got to be white, And it's been like that for tens of thousands of years. Yeah, that shit needs to be dealt with. And it's not just on it's a prejudice, racist level. No, it's on a people getting amputated and fucked up level. No, or murdered. Still, 2026, it's on not this presidential candidate that everybody voted for again, First the white chick, now the black woman. Fuck no, do something about it. And when it gets to, like third, fourth, fifth generation, however long it's been happening, rich homeless. Yeah, boy, have I met other people who are rich or well taken care of homeless. And wow, it scares the fuck out of me, I'm thinking it's a phenomenon with me because I'm an activist. No, you could just be black and successful. You could just not have the right politics. You could just know the truth. Like, do I really want to go to housing? Look at all the times I almost died in housing. Stove fire, something as simple as a wallpaper that's old being in walls. And that would flare up my asthma and pneumonia. All types of shit. Me almost dying from just being in housing. And now I choose to I'm kind of dragging my feet on getting that apartment again just to get evicted 6 months early for some shit they start, or because I'm paying the bills, or really because I have a lot of black friends and family. That'll piss off a landlord. Bring your family up there and friends, and they don't like niggas. No, they'll send your ass packing. They don't give a fuck. Bye. Yeah, I don't want to see your nigga daddy, and I don't want to see your new friend. I don't want to hear that music. I sure as goddamn well don't want you to have a studio. And no, you're not breaking the lease. I'm just going to say you are, A lot of shit. But anyway, just giving y'all the 411 and, kind of giving an apology. Like, fuck, I wasn't amputated, but, keep your fingers crossed. Anything could happen. When you see them kids amputated, like, oh, God. the American government was this bad. I'm sad it happened, but I'm glad I fucking told everybody. I hope I saved more people than what got hurt. And as much as I hate white people or the cops or whoever, I could never saw like a little white kid's hands off. Like, man, they do that shit on the regular in them hospitals, the VA or whoever. Like, man, Nazi doctors. It's the fucking truth. Nazi doctors. It's the reason why I said what I said in that song, Tommy Drum. You know, a bikini makes me come slow. Like, you want to get me going? Show me some shit that'll fly a plane through a building. And now I feel, now I'm ready, you know. Show me some basic shit that's like normal. I don't relate to it anymore. Because normal should be, you know, money affords housing, you being allowed to serve in the military, me being allowed to have a job. Okay. Me being allowed to have the money that's in my account. Basic shit. Not having your bank card cut when $5,000 is sitting in the checking account. I go through a whole laundry list of things. You know, not having friends die because their brother did a song with you like he's always done since the 90s. You know, like, what the fuck was new? Yeah, no, I normal don't cut it with me anymore. You know, and this Trump shit is like extra. You know, so I need to see some fucking like crazy shit, and now I can basically function. You know, I went from doing all this shit, you know, and I posted a small section of my resume again. You know, like, you know, I literally got a chance to be trained by people who knew Wing Chun, Jeet Kune Do, all that stuff, or where Jeet Kune Do originated from. And you know, just ran into them, met up with them. They kind of heard about me and they taught me shit, you know. Or like when I was a kid, being trained by a college professor who was a boxer before he became a professor. And you know, he would just teach me boxing stuff, and I would take that shit to school and just fuck people up. You know, I think I got my first knockout in like second grade. It was at the Boys and Girls Club again. Kid tried to steal my shit. Bow! Hit him in the head. He was gone. But yeah, you know. And then, you know, I mean, Air Force, but you just start to lose it if you touch this Black Panther shit. You know, I mean, the first time I really advocated for it in public after New Orleans happened, Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, I was stuck living in hotels. I'd be at the Westin, sitting in a little office chair, spinning around in a circle, twiddling my fucking lips like I lost, like, and just repeating myself. You'll go through some shit that is so stressful, or what's the word? Not tragic, but I can't think of it. I don't come to me. You know, you go through something that just fucks you up so much that you'll just flip you the fuck out. You know? And I don't know what the fuck else to do. It's like when a book is that fucking taboo, and it's really just telling you the truth. Yeah, no, that shit needs to be said. So anyway, I'm gonna end this. Hopefully it posts. But yeah, sorry to everybody who suffered because of some shit I said or my music. You know, I really only revisited the shit because I'm just gonna keep it a buck. White people brought it to me. You know, people like Pacifica Radio, NPR, people like Amy Goodman. That shit was on their radio shows on the regular. I'm working some temp job, happy as hell, and I'm thinking the shit that I bought a beret and put away in 1994 was now okay, because it's like, what, 10, 20 years later? And nope. It was probably one of them Nazi tests or something. You know, because they had already written the shit in my social, of who I was, my social security number. And boy, did I fuck around and find out. But yeah, if it never came to that, I guess, you know, people just trying to find out what your interests are. I'd still be sitting in that little Glendale office, running papers through a machine, quitting my temp job because it's a temp job, and buying an instrument and going right back again. And it all coincided because I was like, well, fuck, the greatest rapper of all time is probably Tupac. Let me study him, and you know. But what else did I do? Take a poetry class at a community college. So I studied all other types of poets and rhyme schemes and stuff like that. Got an A in the class. Class was taught by a white chick. I'm not going to say her name. I don't want to get her hurt. You know. I reached out to every avenue just to make my art the best. And I guess, you know, that's why a lot of them Nazis in Germany, they would lock away art from other cultures or hide it or burn it, I think, or whatever, destroy it. Because there's a truth in art, especially if it's really good or really beautiful or meaningful, that will destabilize a government. So anyway, my apologies. My not only advice but encouragement is just to keep pushing, man. Just keep pushing. You know, it's always darkest before dawn, and I'll leave it at that. Anyway, Simon out, y'all. Repping the truth. Wishing y'all peace and blessings, and God bless everyone. I'm gone.